Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be installing this GPS or cell phone holder for BMW F850GS, and basically it comes in two separate packages. I bought it off of eBay for about $30, and put a link down below. But basically, it comes with this in one package with the 12 millimeter and I think it's a 16 millimeter, no, 22 millimeter bar. But I'm going to be using just this 12 millimeter bar, so I can use this, which is going to sit on here, and then this is going to connect to the BMW nav system that's already on the motorcycle. That way you can keep your phone charged, and I'll show you how that works coming up soon. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is remove the actual BMW Motorrad nav system from the handlebars itself. So basically you're going to take off the cover, which is pretty easy to do. You put the key in and it pops right out. This cover right here, boom. And then underneath you're going to have these 4 screws. Okay, so these are going to be a T20. So you're going to loosen all 4 of these screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first step of the instructions that came with the package is to remove these 4 screws. They are T25s, so you can remove the windscreen, sorry. Okay, once you get to this point, you got to remove the bracket. In order to do that, you got to take this little cover off right here. There are these 2 little plugs that have to come out. I removed one so you can kind of see what it looks like, but you got this nifty little tool here. Makes it a little bit easier to just get underneath and to remove it. Like this, and there you go. You have it out. Boom. Okay, once you get the cover off, you're going to have these 4 screws. These are going to be T30s. So go ahead and remove all 4 of those. Okay, once you get those loosened, go ahead and lift out that bracket, and we've got the inside exposed there. We can move on to the next step. Okay, so you take the bracket and you go ahead and put your 12 millimeter bar on there. These are T25 screws. I didn't tighten it down because I want to be able to have some sort of play as I put it on there, help it to install a little easier. But it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it only goes on there one way. Obviously, it just lays up against those 4 holes, matches up, and then we'll go ahead and put the bracket back on over top of that and put the screws back in. So, pretty self-explanatory. So the easiest way I found to do this is to go ahead and line these screws that's on the bracket into the bracket holder for the GPS. Damn, I don't know why it's not focusing, but hopefully you can see that. And I just kind of lead it into the hole, get it started, and there you have it. So once you got those 4 screws tightened down, it's basically a reversal of the process. You're going to put that cover back on here, and then you can put the windscreen back on. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's all put back together. It's actually pretty solid. I'm kind of surprised how solid that is. So it should do very well. Next step would be to relocate this navigation holder up to the bar. Okay, guys, so we're going to put this thing together. I just want to point out real quick, we're not going to be using this part that came with the product. We're going to be using the original piece that holds the cradle onto the bar. Reason being is that if you use this one, you can only have the cradle up and down like this. And if you use the original piece, it'll be oriented like this. And I want it to be oriented horizontally. So, quick note about these nuts, these little tiny little nuts that's on this piece here, they do come out of this. And I actually had one when I was taking it apart that actually fell somewhere inside my motorcycle. I have no idea where it went. I looked everywhere, did everything I could to try to get it out of there, but I can't find it. So I had to go to the hardware store. I did find a product that matched it. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. It is an M4.7 millimeter Class 8 zinc nut. It comes in a 2-pack. made by Everbuilt. So if you do lose those, you can always go to the store and get more. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we have this part right here. Oh, and these little washers also come out, so be careful with that also. So what we're going to do is we're going to orientate this with the BMW Motorrad at the top, orientate it like that. And we're going to use this piece, the one that has a lock on it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to fit that piece onto this piece right here. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about because I can't do this one-handed. I'm not that talented. So this is what I'm talking about. Oh, you see that screw just went in. This piece here goes on top of the locking cradle. And then you take, I use the original screws and put them in there. You'll see they come out the back side, and I'll show you what to do next. But let's finish putting those screws in. Don't lose those little washers if you can help it. Okay, so now we're to the point where we can mount that to the bar, and you're going to be using this piece with those tiny little nuts that can come out. So be careful, and we'll be putting that on the back side like that, and we'll be putting that one and putting the screws in those holes, and we'll be tightening them on the nuts. So I will do that next. Okay, so I've got the screws started onto the nuts. It was kind of a little juggling operation to get everything situated without those falling out, but I was able to get them started, so I will go ahead and tighten them down. But basically that's what it's going to look like, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so once you get that secured to the bar, your next step is to take the phone cradle, the one that you purchased, and you're going to be putting it into these two slots here. Well, there's a slot here, and then there's see these two tabs right here on this one. Those will match up with those slots right there and that slot in the bottom. Now keep in mind, you're going to have to push pretty hard to get this thing started. But once it's in there, it's nice and secure, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. And then all you need to do is take your phone and put her in there. Push down on this little spring right here. Oops. Push down on a little spring, put your phone in there, boom, it's locked in place. Nice thing about doing it this way is you still have the lock. You can utilize that. So you can lock this cradle. Well, it's already locked on there, but you can unlock it. Take it out if you don't want it to be stolen. I'm not too worried about that right now, but that's how it looks, folks. And then you can take this wire here and you can go behind here and you can go ahead and put those little straps, those little wire straps back on, make it look nice and neat. And there you have it. All right, so that's it, guys. The cradle is installed. I went ahead and put in the little charging cord because there's actually two USB ports there. So you can utilize one of them for the included charging wire, and you can just plug that right into your phone, keep it charged while you're riding. I would like to point out that it only came with the iPhone adapter and mini or micro USB. It does not include the Type C, which my phone uses, Galaxy phones use, and a lot of the newer ones. So I will be having to buy a separate charging cord for my phone, which isn't a big deal, but just thought I'd point that out. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be including a lot more updated videos with mods and several things I'm going to be doing to my F850GS. So till then, take care.